Hey guys, Matt here. So, this was supposed to be September's Spotlight video, but instead this is going to be October's first video. To make up for missing September, I will be doing 2 Spotlight videos this month. I've also decided that my Pokemon Spotlights between now and when Pokemon Sword and Shield come out are going to be centered around Pokemon that have the potential for awesome Galarian forms. That being said, this video will spotlight the Pokemon Aromatisse. Before I start, if you would be so kind, please leave a thumbs up down below. That really helps a small YouTuber like me. And leave a comment down below telling me what Pokemon you would like to see have Galarian forms in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And of course, if you like my content, please subscribe. So, let's start talking about Aromatisse. Now, to be honest, I'm not entirely convinced I'm pronouncing its name correctly, but I'm just going to stick with this pronunciation for this video. Aromatisse is a pure Fairy-type Pokemon that was released in Generation 6, the same generation in which the Fairy type made its debut. I personally have not used an Aromatisse before, and I don't think it's a very widely used Pokemon either. Part of that may be due to its stats. It has pretty decent HP and special stats, and actually has a pretty decent moveset too, but its speed is so bad. Aromatisse's base speed of 29 makes it one of the slowest fully evolved Pokemon out there. To put it in perspective for you, Slowbro has a base speed of 30. Slowbro is faster than Aromatisse. Slowbro. Aromatisse's total base stat is 462, so that puts it around the same range as Pokemon like Maractus, Amoonguss, Lantern, Breloom, Mr. Mime, Camerupt, and Sharpedo. So its speed is really the only bad stat that it has. The other reason for its lack of usage on Pokemon teams is likely its appearance. There are some weird looking Pokemon out there, but Aromatisse is one of the weirdest of the weird. Its design is based on a combination of 2 different things, the first of which is a plague doctor. Plague doctors were prevalent in the 17th century, and they mostly treated victims of the bubonic plague. They wore masks with long beaks on them, and these beaks were typically filled with aromatic items like perfumes and incenses, which were meant to protect the plague doctors from putrid air. These quote-unquote doctors rarely actually cured their patients, they mostly were just used for recording a count of the number of contaminated people. When you look at Aromatisse, you can clearly see the beak from the plague doctor mask, and the aromatic items that were supposedly stored in the plague doctor's beaks fit well with the Aromatisse and its description of giving off a variety of smells ranging from pleasant fragrances to the most repugnant odors imaginable. The second thing its design is inspired from is a can-can dancer. Can-can dancing was a popular form of dance in the mid-1800s, and the dancers are often seen showing one or both of their legs from under their long skirts. As you can see from Aromatisse's design, it is also showing a leg from under its skirt, which appears to be made of feathers. Now, plague doctors and can-can dancers are 2 very interesting ideas on which to base Pokemon off of. Although, I'm not sure why they thought it was a good idea to combine these into one Pokemon. I mean, it kind of makes me wonder what the thought process was behind this. Hey, I've got a great idea for something we can base a Pokemon off of. Great, what is it? We should base a Pokemon off of a Plague Doctor. OMG, that's an awesome idea. Let's do it. But wait, what if we combine the Plague Doctor with the Can-Can Dancer? OMG, that's genius! Now, on Bulbapedia, it states that, quote, the fact that it might be based on dancers may also be a reference to the use of the Plague Doctor's mask in masquerade balls and carnivals, end quote. And that's a good point. At masquerade balls, the participants wear a costume with a mask. Masquerade balls rose to prominence in the 15th century and actually still occur to this day, albeit with less of an emphasis on the dancing aspect of it. It's mostly just a costume party now. The Plague Doctor mask was apparently a popular mask to wear to these events. All of that being said, I still feel like they could have done a better job with the design of this Pokemon. If Aromatisse is in fact supposed to be a dancer wearing a Plague Doctor mask, I don't see why they couldn't have just made it an actual mask instead of just a part of its body. There are plenty of Pokemon out there who wear something like Cubone with its skull or Machoke with its belt. Aromatisse actually wearing a mask, to me, works a lot better than its current design. Aromatisse basically should have been Oricorio in a Plague Doctor mask. So, after hearing my criticisms of this Pokemon, you may be thinking right now, Matt, why would you even want a Galarian version of this Pokemon if you dislike it so much? Well, even though its design leaves a lot, and I mean a lot, to be desired, the concept behind this Pokemon is actually really cool, and I think that's another source of frustration for me. It has this really cool and unique concept behind it, yet we end up with this. For a potential Galarian Aromatisse, I think something that focuses on the Plague Doctor aspect of it would be amazing. There is some fan art floating around out there that shows what a potential Galarian Aromatisse could look like. This particular one by PokeArtiste 101 is my favorite. He has it listed as a pure ghost type, which honestly makes a lot of sense. I also think a secondary typing of dark or even fairy could fit with this design too. All of that being said, now I want you to tell me what you think of Aromatisse. Do you like its concept and current design? Would you like to see a Galarian version of this Pokemon? If not, what Pokemon would you like to see a Galarian form of? Let me know down in the comments what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for my next Pokemon Spotlight video, which should be out before the end of this month. Like I said, until Sword and Shield come out, these Spotlight videos are going to be focused on Pokemon that I would like to see have Galarian forms. Until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.